Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the artificial intelligence that's already all around you, working silently in your everyday life. You probably don't even realize it's there. So, let's dive right in.
So, right off the bat, let me ask you something. How many times have you used AI just today? I mean, since you woke up this morning. You might be thinking, zero? But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see that number is way, way higher than you think.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with what narrow AI actually is. Then we'll find it right in your pocket, on your screen, and working for you in the background. And finally, we'll tie it all together to understand why this powerful specialist matters so much.
All right, first things first, we need a clear definition. Because honestly, whenever you hear about the AI that exists in the world right now, 99% of the time, you're hearing about narrow AI. And here it is, plain and simple. Narrow AI is built to do one thing and one thing only. Now, it might do that one thing incredibly well, maybe even better than any human on the planet. But that's it. It can't think for itself or switch jobs. This isn't the stuff of sci-fi movies. This is the real AI that powers our world today.
This is the perfect way to think about it. Imagine a world champion chess player, a total genius at the chessboard, right? But you wouldn't ask them to, fly a passenger jet. That's narrow AI in a nutshell. An amazing specialist that's completely lost if you ask it to do anything outside its one specific job.
Okay, now for the fun part. Let's look at some real-world examples you're probably holding in your hand right now. We're going to start with the AI that literally lives in your pocket.
Oh yeah, you know these guys. Every time you say, "Hey Siri, Alexa," or "Okay Google," you are talking directly to a classic narrow AI. They seem pretty smart, right? But what's actually happening under the hood is a lot simpler than you'd think.
And this is the key. They don't understand you, not like a person does. They're just really, really good pattern matchers. First, they turn the sound of your voice into written text. Then, they scan that text for keywords that match a list of commands they know, like set timer or what's the weather. It's a very clever illusion, but it's a super narrow skill.
Here's another one. You probably did this 5 minutes ago without even thinking about it, unlocking your phone just by looking at it. That's narrow AI at work. I mean, this is the ultimate specialist, isn't it? This AI has exactly one job: learn the unique mathematical pattern of your face. Every time you look at your phone, it asks a simple yes or no question. Does the pattern I see now match the one I have saved? That's it. It has no idea if you're happy or sad. It doesn't know you. Its entire world is just matching pixels.
Okay, let's move from your pocket to your screen. There is a ton of narrow AI working around the clock to basically design the digital world you experience every day.
Think about your email for a second. Why isn't it overflowing with junk? Well, it's because you have a silent little AI guardian working for you 24/7. It's been trained on billions of emails to learn the telltale signs of spam. Its entire existence is dedicated to one task: deciding if a message goes to your inbox or the junk folder.
All right, picture this scene. It's the end of a long day. You're chilling on the couch, just scrolling through a streaming service, trying to find something to watch. Seems like a pretty simple human moment, doesn't it?
Well, think again. The second you open Netflix or YouTube or even Amazon, you fire up an incredibly powerful, narrow AI. We're talking about recommendation engines. And its goal is incredibly focused. This AI doesn't know what makes a good movie. It just knows patterns. It looks at everything you've ever watched, compares it to millions of other people who like the same stuff you do, and then it makes a very educated guess about what to show you next to keep you watching. Its one and only job is to keep you engaged. So now let's zoom out a bit and look at the invisible workforce of narrow AI that's keeping our society running in some pretty critical ways.
This is a huge one. One of the most important jobs this kind of AI does is protect your money. Your bank uses a highly specialized AI that does nothing but watch transactions all day, every day, looking for signs of fraud.
So what's it looking for? Simple. It's looking for patterns that don't match your normal behavior. Wait a minute. You live in Chicago, but your card was just used to buy gas in Mexico? Or you just spent $5,000 when your average purchase is $30,000. The AI flags that, asking one very narrow question: is this transaction weird? And it's not just about money. In healthcare, narrow AI is becoming an incredible partner for doctors. It can scan medical images like an X-ray and highlight tiny spots or patterns that a human eye might miss. It's not replacing the doctor. It's more like a superpowered assistant, trained to do one thing: spot potential problems in pixels for the expert to review. So, after looking at all these different examples,
in your pocket, on your screen, and out there in the world. What's the big takeaway here? What does all this mean for us?
It all boils down to this one simple idea. The AI we have today is a collection of incredibly powerful specialists. Each one is just a tool, fine-tuned to do a single job really, really well. It's a huge force that's changing our world, for sure, but it is not a general mind. It doesn't think or feel like we do.
And you know, understanding that concept of the specialist is the perfect setup for our next explainer. We're going to tackle the AI you've been hearing so much about lately, generative AI. These are the AIs that can create new things, text, images, even music. We'll break down how they work and see how they're both different from and similar to the specialists we talked about today.
Thank you so much for watching. This explainer comes to you from Knowledge Equity Partners. We're a multilingual channel dedicated to sharing contemporary and practical knowledge on all kinds of topics that can help make your daily life just a little bit more effective and efficient.
And hey, if you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing to Knowledge Equity Partners. That way you'll get notified about all our daily videos. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and spread this knowledge with your family, your friends, and your community.
Let's work together to keep the quest for knowledge going strong. Be sure to look out for episode 5 for more information. We'll see you next time.